Peace, beautiful beings. Thank you for joining me for Eyes on the Prize. We're going to make vision boards today. My name is Dequela Hopper. I'm a member services navigator at Black Men's Exchange and Black Women's Exchange. And I mostly help heterosexual and bisexual women. So if you are in the above category, hit me up if you would like some navigation services. Before we get started, I just wanted to express why I feel visualization is so important. So when you imagine yourself and your life a year from now, 2 years from now, 5 years from now, what is it that you see? Who is it that you see yourself becoming? What has changed, right, from now to then when you visualize? I'm gonna take a guess and say you probably didn't imagine things to be worse, but better, right? I look at visualization as a chance to design the life that I see myself living. When we imagine what is possible, we have to realize that the simple fact that we can see it in our minds means that it is possible. Before every invention was made, the inventor had to see it in their mind first. And I don't know about you, but when I have a good idea, before I write it down, I engage with the inner and outer workings of that idea. I think about what would work, what wouldn't work, and why. And the thing is, we can do the same exact thing with our lives. We can see ourselves in a light that we desire, and if you can visualize it, then it can become your reality. But we have to let go of desperation. We have to be open to reaching our goals in unconventional ways. Whatever God you believe in, it is probably true that they are all powerful. But a lot of times we stifle ourselves by limiting how we can achieve our goals. Have a vision for your life. Take inspired action and watch the magic work. Before we get into making our vision boards, I just want to bring on an affirmation statement. And this statement really is just to serve as an opening affirmation to encourage, inspire, and motivate each and every one of us. And that statement is, I believe anything is possible, and I see opportunity where others see impossibility. I take risks, I focus, I hustle, and I know that nothing is unrealistic. I'll say it again. I believe anything is possible, and I see opportunity where others see impossibility. I take risks, I focus, I hustle, and I know that nothing is unrealistic. So, write that affirmation down, and over the next month, say that affirmation to yourself out loud in the mirror. It'll be awkward at first, but trust me, after like 2 weeks, it'll just be second nature, and you'll actually start to believe and to feel that exactly what you said is the truth. All right, so last thing before we get started on the vision boards, if we can just take 17 seconds to visualize an outcome, any outcome. Now, depending on your belief, you can choose to manifest something small or large. If you're new to visualization, I would say start with something more realistic. Just a quick story before we start. I remember the first thing that I consciously manifested. It was a fire truck, and I will always remember this day. I was new to the idea of thoughts create your reality, but I gave it a shot anyway. I took a few seconds to clear my mind and only thought of the words, I will see a fire truck today. I will see a fire truck today. Over and over, I kept repeating that to myself for 17 seconds straight. Nothing else pervaded my mind. Later on that day, on my drive home, mind you, I chose a different route that day for whatever reason. I was literally stopped in my tracks by a fire truck backing into a station that seemed to have appeared out of nowhere. It's funny though, because at the time I hadn't even remembered that I manifested the fire truck. I didn't remember until I got home. But when that realization hit me, it brought so much joy that I felt like a child again. It's been about 2 years since then, and now I know that visualization really does work, and it can work for big picture things, right? Like this house, I manifested the house that I'm living in right now. Now I'm trying to manifest a new one. But you have to believe in your ability. Let go of resistance and take the actions towards your goals. Now, if you've had a chance to decide what you'll visualize, then let's go ahead and hold that image and affirmation in your mind for 17 seconds. And we'll start now. Thank you. All right, to start our vision board, we will need handy dandy poster board. And if you don't have poster board, what I did last year was I took a piece of cardboard off of a box and I wrapped it in some butcher paper. You can use construction paper. And I just stapled it. Like, it doesn't matter how it looks. What's important is your intention. This is my vision board from last year. Some of these things came true, right? And then coronavirus like messed up some of the other stuff, but that's okay. I got on a plane for the first time last year, and you see, yeah, okay. So poster board. Also, if you don't have cardboard or anything, you can also do this on your laptop or do it on a phone. Just download a collage app and go to Google, type in any kind of images that you want on your vision board. Put those images into the collage app and then set it as your home screen. It's really that simple. You'll need magazines. And I actually already took the liberty of cutting out some images that I like and some words. Blissful, stillness. I'm really excited about those. You'll need some glue. And of course, to cut out your images and stuff, you'll need scissors. And I actually have design scissors because I'm fancy. And if you want to get extra fancy, I got this like random craft supplies that I've had in my closet for years that I might end up, putting around the borders or, just making it real cute. All right, so let's get started. So there's usually 4 main areas that people like to manifest in their lives. And those include career and finances, love and relationships, so that includes family relationships, friend relationships, and of course intimate relationships. There's also, for me, another area that I like to manifest in is like spiritual wellness, trauma transcendence and healing, things like that. And then for me, the 4th category is just fun. So like vacations and let me get a Tesla. Wink wink. You heard that, universe? Yeah, I said it. Okay, so let's get started. Welcome back. Here is all of my imaging that I have. A big goal of mine, and you'll notice this, I want to buy a house. I want to buy my first house, and I want it to be a homestead. So I want to have, all the different animals and, cows and goats and all of those beautiful little creatures. And I couldn't find any, like any other pictures like this for whatever reason. I just, you know, did what I could. But yeah, homestead, and I want to be able to design my home to my specifications. And this vision board for me is not just for the year 2021. This vision board for me is going to serve as a call to action for the next like 2 to 5 years, 1 to 5 years really. I want to manifest the house by this year, but whatever God has in store for me, I'm with it. I want a fire pit, right? I want a super chic home. I'm gonna design it to my specifications. Definitely want this cow. I have a specific like look that I'm going for in the house, really. Whether my husband agrees with it or not is not really up to him, but you know, it's cool though. But this is all the stuff that I see for my home. I wish I could have found more pictures of, you know, like food stuff, because I want to be able to, on any given day, go into my backyard and pick out what I want to eat for the day, and never have to go to the grocery store again. That would be love. Because food sovereignty really is very important. It's incredibly important because the government can't save you, okay?
Maybe you said, oh wait, I'm modeling.
The government cannot and will not save you. And so just remember that, okay? Just remember that. I want to go to a couple beaches, you know. I'm trying to get fit too. But I couldn't find any pictures. But it's okay because I have some different words over here and I know what everything means for me. I enjoy hiking a lot, so I'm going to put a few cavernous mountains. And then I picked out a bunch of flowers because I want to get more in tune with my feminine side. A lot of times what I notice when I'm working out or when I'm doing yoga or anything like that is that my left leg is always, or rather my left side is always the side that I have the most trouble with. And I subscribe to the balance of masculine and feminine energy in all beings, right? And so the left side of the body is supposed to be the feminine side. And so for me to have so much unbalance and disharmony in my left side tells me that I need to work on my feminine energy. I saw this beautiful, beautiful photo. This black woman dancing. It just brought me joy. And then I found this little thingy, this little picture. It kind of reminds me of a wellness shop, which is something that I'm interested in creating. Oh, and of course the almighty dollar. Just sneak that in. I also subscribe to the idea that if you are wealthy in spirit, then the wealth will manifest in physical form. If you are truly wealthy. I want to do mellow. I want to have a different perspective, celebrate, solutions, not problems. That's a big one for me. Stillness. I want stillness and balance in my life. Put a home right there just to solidify that area. Not put my feet in this. I want to embrace change, because change, first of all, change is inevitable. We might as well embrace change, right? Because it's gonna come regardless. So we can either fight against it, or we can go with it. Change equals growth. And I just want to say, I want to thank you, Heavenly Father, shining your light on me. You say someone who really loves me. Blissful. I want a new energy. And I must remember to just ask. And it is given. Not to get all Christian on y'all. I want to be able to forgive more easily. And let the Spirit move me. AKA following my intuition more. I have a hard time following my intuition. It's like my body is so overrun with just random stuff that it's sometimes hard for me to listen to what my body is telling me. I'm about to start gluing. This looks like a beautiful, beautiful vision board. And I'm gluing with intention. You need some glue? Yeah. What are your dreams? Where do you see yourself in 1 year? 2 years? Where do you see yourself in 5 years? I want to be so chill, yo. I just want to be so... I want to be so chill. I want to be so forgiving. And that includes forgiving of myself. And forgiving of people that hurt me. And I want to be blissful. I want a new perspective. A new perspective. I love that. A different perspective. A different energy. I'm trying to be vibrating on a whole nother wavelength. I shaded that. Solutions. Celebrate good times. Come on. Celebrate good times. Come on. What's that about that? Change. I love that. I love that. Oh, this one is a good one. grow. Change and growth go hand in hand. Show gratitude for what you have now before you even think about asking for something else. Because chances are, big chances are what you have now is what you manifested. And if you can't be grateful for what you've manifested, good or bad, I know it's hard to hear. Good or bad, you have to be grateful for where you are right now. And I'm grateful.